Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today the problem set we are going to discuss about is regular expression matching. It's a hard category problem, but once the concept is clear, this can be easily solved using dynamic programming. In this problem statement, we are given a string and a pattern. So basically string is a regular string in Python, and pattern is a kind of a regex match here. So as we know that in Python there is a library known as .re, and which we can import as import re, and that regex pattern means that particular pattern can match a subset or substring of a string. But here we need to match the whole string. We need to return if that string can be generated from that pattern. So pattern have in this particular problem set there is two kind of pattern, if a star pattern and a dot pattern. So let me clarify what these means is, if it is given a dot star, it means that a can be considered as many as time. It can be considered 0 time, right? It can be considered 1 time, it can be considered 2 time, or as many as time. A star means like this, like 0 occurrence to as many as time of occurrence, right? And the dot occurrence means this dot can be replaced by anything, like it can be replaced by a b, like between a to z characters it can be replaced by anything. So if I say uh, if I have a string a b c c b a, and if I have a regex like a dot c star um, b dot, right? So here we can see that a is matched with the a, and the dot can be replaced by b, and c star can c is c, and star can be replaced by means the occurrence of c. So two occurrence of c are can be derived from c star, right? And b is replaced by b itself, and star can be replaced by a as sorry, this dot. So it means that dot can be considered as any character as you want, right? So that's the basic idea behind the pattern matching and all. Now we're going to look more in detail, like by solving it by dynamic programming. For that I already made a table, and there are some if conditions which can generalize this particular frame, this array, 2D array. And for that I will just take, initially I'm going to take, if a string is like empty string and a pattern is also empty, then it means that definitely this part gonna be one, right? Like these two are equal. If my pattern is none and my string is none, then it is 0, and otherwise I'll fill 0, because nothing gonna match if pattern is, see, upper one is the pattern and this one is the character set. If a pattern is none, then nothing gonna be matched, so I will be putting 0. And here also I'll be putting 0, because if a string is none, then nothing can be matched from pattern. But if there is a condition, like the special case is like a star, b star, and c star, this is our pattern, right? And if our string is empty string, right, in this condition what can happen is, we can take occurrence of a as 0 times, we can take occurrence of b as 0 times, we can take occurrence of c as 0 times. So this can be derived as an empty string. So we're gonna solve this particular case. This can be considered as a boundary case. We're gonna solve this particular case using different for loop. For that I have did this for loop. I'll let you understand this code. First let go through this dynamic array. So now the condition arises like this. If both the characters, this is the string part, this is the pattern part. If string of I, suppose the row indices are represented by I, right? And the column indices are represented by J, that is pattern. Now if string of I double equals to pattern of J, it means I'm gonna do 1, right? If string of I not equals to pattern of j, means these both are characters and they are not matching, then it will be 0, and it will not be 1 directly. If these two are equals, then we're gonna check this one, right? And see, if condition is string of I double equals to pattern of j, then I will be replacing it with dp of I minus 1 and j minus 1. That is I and j is this, so dp of I minus 1, j minus 1 is this one, right? And the second, if I go on the second iteration, x and a, so these two are different characters, so it will be 0. Now x and star, it means string of I is x and pattern of j is star. So if I have pattern of j double equals to star, then what I have to do, first first I have to check whether dp of j minus 2, dp of I j minus 2 is 1. If it is 1, then I will replace 1, directly replace 1. I will not check these two conditions. If pattern of j is a star and dp of I j minus 2, that is this one, is 1, then I will replace it 1. If it is not 1, if it is 0, then I will go for this condition. I will see these conditions further example. It will come while filling some other columns, right? Now x and b both are character and are different, so it will be 0. If x and dot, now this is dot, right? And dot can be represented by anything, like it can be represented by x itself, right? But if it pattern is dot, then we need to check dp of I minus 1 j minus 1, that is this one. So we're gonna fill it by this one only, right? Now these two are different, so it will be 0, right? Now these two are different, it will be 0. These two are same, then we're gonna check the diagonal value. Like if string of I double equals to pattern of j, then we're gonna check the diagonal value, that is dp of I minus 1 j minus 1, and gonna replace the dp of I and j, dp of I j with dp of I minus 1 j minus 1, that is 1, right? Now here is a and here is star. So as I have seen, as I have said, that as soon as I see a star, I'm gonna check if pattern of j is a star, I'm gonna check the dp of I j minus 2, that is 0. Now as it is 0, now I'm gonna go for these two conditions. In that, what I will check, if now if pattern of I, so why I was saying that I will just replace it with 0, it means that if it is a star, then I can just replace a star with none, means I'm taking the 0 occurrence of the a value. That's why I was checking the previous value. But as if it is xa, and considering x will not be helpful for us, so we're gonna check some these two condition. In this condition, if str of I double equals to pattern of j minus 1, means str of I double equals to pattern of j minus 1, yes it is equal, then for with then we're gonna replace this one is this one with dp of I minus 1 and j, that is this one, so it will be 1, right? You got the intuition why I was checking first this and then I was going these two conditions, because if it is a star, then I can take the 0 occurrence of a, that in that case I will be checking this one. But if it is not 1, then I will be checking whether till how many times the a occurrence will be matching this string. It was said that taking the one occurrence of a itself will be helpful for us. So I just replace, I checked whether this, see I was here I and j, then I checked if string of I and j minus 1, if string of I and j minus 1 are equal, yes they are equal, then I replaced it with I minus 1 and j, right? Now these two are different, we'll substitute it by 0. Now this is a dot point can be substituted by a. For that we need to check if that particular value, previous value, diagonal value is 1, then no it is not 1, then we're going to put 0 here itself. These two are different, then it will be 0, right? Different 0, same 1, but we need to check the diagonal value, that is 0 0. It is a star here, right? So first we're going to check if taking the 0 occurrence of a will be helpful. So for that I'll be checking this value. No it is not, then we'll be checking whether the particular upper value is 1. Yes, the upper value is 1, means star this, as we have seen that star str of a double equals to pattern of j minus 1, they are equal, then we'll be taking this upper value, that is 1, right? Now these two are different, 0, this dot can be replaced by a itself, but the thing is the diagonal value is 0, so we'll be replacing it with 0. And c different 0. Now bx different, ab different. Now here comes the star value, so we're gonna check whether this the j minus 2 is 1, but it is not, means taking 0 occurrence of a, will it be helpful? No it is not helpful. Now we're going to check whether this and this are equal, means the str of I double equals to pattern of j minus 1. No, these are not equal, so we'll be filling 0. These are equal, and also the diagonal value is 1, then 1. Dot can be represented by anything. We are representing with b, but we are checking the diagonal value, that is 0, so we'll be filling it with 0. Now b and c difference 0, right? X different. Now we are checking y here. So first we are checking whether taking the occurrence of a star will be helpful. It is not helpful because the j minus 2 is 0. Now we'll be checking whether this and this value is equal. Str of I double equals to a pattern of j minus 1. It is not equal, so it will be 0. Now these are different. Now can we substitute dot with y and will it be helpful? Yes, it is helpful because the diagonal value is 1, so it will be 1. Now different, the b, y and c are different, 0. C and x are different characters, 0. C and a are different characters, 0. Now we are checking whether taking 0 occurrence of a will it be helpful. For that we'll be checking this column. So now we're going to replace it by 0 itself. Now we're going to check whether this and this are equal. If not, if that condition not satisfied, then we're going to check if this and this are equal. They are not equal, then we're going to replace it with 0. We're going to check C and B, they are different character, it will be 0. We're going to checking if replacing dot with C would be helpful. For that we'll be checking diagonal column. They are not, then it will be 0. Now C and C are equal, but we need to check the diagonal column, and that is 1. So we're going to filling it with 1. Now if the last row and column value of cell is 1, then it means that this regex parser satisfy this string, and it is 1. So we can say yes, our this particular regex parser satisfy this string, right? I hope you get the idea of how I'm filling this particular array, 2D array, and how I'm applying these condition on this array. Let's see the code. Initially, suppose let's take this string and pattern only, that is x a star b dot c, and the string was xaa byc, right? Now taking here length of string to be m, length of pattern to be n, right? Now as I was saying, first I'm declaring a dp that of 0 vol to be 0 initially, and I am taking dp of 0 0 to be 1, right? And here I will be checking for the condition I was saying for this type of whether if all these occurrence of a b c can be taken 0. So yes, here is a boundary case where if the string is null and the pattern is something like that which can match the null characters. So basically what it is, first we know that we are filling this particular dp of 0 0 with 1, right? So I filled it with 1, and now here's the condition that I'll be iterating towards this column, right? This is 0th column, this is 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, right? And this is first column, but if we check in the pattern string, it would be 0th index value, right? That is a. So what I will be checking, if pattern of I minus 1 double equals to star, then what I will be doing, I will be replacing the dp of 0 of I, means the column value of I with column value of ith minus 2. So it means, first of all, this is not star, we'll be replacing it with 0. Now it is a star, we'll be replacing this value with the column of ith minus 2, that is 1, right? Now let's just remove rest of. Now this is not star, we'll be replacing it with 0. This is star, we'll be replacing with this is I, will be replacing with ith minus 2 column, that is 1. That now this c, it will be 0, it is a star, we'll be checking ith minus 2 column and we'll be replacing with that only. Now we'll be checking whether dp of last index is 1. Yes, it is 1, so it means it matched this pattern, right? So here you got the intuition that how we're gonna see whether this particular pattern matches the empty string or not, right? Now let's see the code. Here in the code we'll see first replacing dp of 0 comma 0 by 1, like this one, and this is for base case, boundary case, which we have seen in this particular 2D array, right? Now this is the whole thing. This is the wall material which I mentioned here, right? So let's see. First, I'm iterating from I to m plus 1 and 1 to n plus 1, right? That is from row is the m values and column is the n values. And I'm iterating from a particular, you can say this part on this part, right? So let's check it. And I'm giving row minus 1 to be I and column minus 1 to be j, right? So first condition, that was this one, if string of I double equals to pattern of j, means if both these are same, then no doubt I'll be replacing it with I minus 1 and j minus 1, or pattern of j is dot, right, like this here. Now in that case also I'll be replacing with I minus 1 and j minus 1. This is the first condition. If string of I double equals to pattern of j, both characters are same, or pattern of j is dot, then I'll be replacing with dp of row column with row minus 1 and column minus 1, right? Now the second condition comes if pattern double equals to star. That means this kind of condition. In that case, I'll be first directly seeing whether that particular j minus 2th column is 1, value at j minus 2th column is 1. So for that, I'm checking if dp of row column minus 2 double equals to 1, right? Yes, they are. So what I'll be doing, I'll be just replacing dp of row column to be 1. If not, then I'll be going in these if else statement. For that, I'll be checking if string of I double equals to pattern of j minus 1. So what I'm doing here, if I'm checking whether this value is equals to this value, because if it is, then I can increase its occurrence as many as times I want. I can replace star with the occurrence of the previous character as many times as I want. So if it is equal, then I'll be replacing whatever the value at I minus 1. That is kind of, if we are considering this value, then if we'll be replacing with I minus 1, that means previous row value. And if the pattern is dot also, we'll be checking the similar thing, because dot can be replaced by anything, and we'll be checking the previous one only. So if string of I double equals to pattern of j minus 1 or pattern of j minus 1 equal to star, then we'll be replacing with the row minus 1, right? And in the end, we are checking whether the last row column value is 1. If it is, then we'll print the true here, right? Now I copied the whole code here and paste it in the lead code. Let's run it. As you can see, I'm returning true if it is equal, otherwise I'm returning false, and it passed all the test cases. Let's submit it. And I think, yeah, it got passed all the uh, test cases and all. Now that's all. I hope you understand this main concept behind this question, the dynamic programming concept. If you get to understand this particular concept, you can form all these conditions and all, and you can write your code by your own. Here the code is not that much important. The importance is to understand this if else statement and filling this particular dynamic array, right? So thank you so much for joining me here. I appreciate your time to be here. Thank you so much.